Did we read the book?
Yes.
Did we understand it?
Debatable. Welcome to Reading Between Wines.
Where the books are questionable
The opinions are strong.
and the wine is absolutely necessary. I'm Cece.
And I'm Mariana. And today we have thoughts.
So many thoughts.
So pour yourself something strong.
You're gonna need it.
Let's uncork this week's read. So, Cece, since you picked the book, what are we drinking today?
So I picked a Merlot. Soft at first, a little velvety, and then suddenly it's 2 a.m. and you're babbling and crying. Not pulled from a personal experience, okay? With a side of a love song by Elle Kennedy, and it's of course a romance. However, I was up until 2 a.m. Well, I was up until 3 a.m. actually. I'm not drinking a red wine. I am drinking Red Bull in this amazing tub that I made last night.
So I'm the only one getting drunk then.
I am staying awake for this. If I drink wine right now, I will fall asleep.
Just like the plot.
That's fair. You are correct. This book was a roller coaster. What did you think this book was going to be before you started?
I don't know. I thought it was going to be like every other romance book. It was very predictable. There was moments at chapter 5. I immediately knew what was going to happen the whole book. I mean, besides the ending, but like, of course, that was a surprise, like punch to the gut from the author. Like she was like, not emotionally traumatized. Here, bam. She had to put some of that in there. I just thought it was going to be like some soft romance with like, a little angst because the main character gives off his like little angsty vibes and stuff. But we got emotional whiplash because it was like, I love you, I don't love you, I love you, I don't love you. And then it just made me question my life, really. And this book was more like vibes over logic. I was very committed to that. So that's where I stand. I mean, I don't know what did you think? I mean, you picked this book, but what were you expecting? What were you expecting? Because you read the off-campus. Just to be clear here, I have no idea of the off-campus series. I have no idea about anything about that. But Cece read the book, the off-campus books, and this. So, what did you think we were coming into?
Let me just say, they are so good. It really, like, I had this written down on my notes, but like, it really is so weird to match the two together because it's like, the off-campus is one of the best series I read. Like the Dean and Ali thing. Oh my God, I love that book. I reread like 3 times. We'll get there, okay? It's a crime that you haven't read it. I will get to it, okay? Do not worry.
Okay.
I'm on the case, okay? But honestly, I thought this was just a cute little romance. I thought it was a romance between a woman and a man and not a woman and a toaster. Because the amount of time this bitch talks about a toaster.
If I have to hear hot boy one more, like they even brought it to the end of the book to like culminate. Like I was like,
girly, I was literally like, you talk about this toaster one more goddamn time, I'm gonna walk into this book and give you a toaster in the head. I swear.
And she's like, it has croissant mode. I'm like, bitch.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, no, that wasn't.
I was literally like, what is this book about? Truly. Yeah. Like, I feel like you have more of a connection with Hot Boy than you have with Wyatt.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you care more about Hot Boy than you care about Wyatt.
And like, she even gets into an argument with her mom about it. And her mom's like, can't you just buy another one? And she's like, it's the principle. I'm like, my God.
Again, I have on my notes, like, Grace, the woman that you are. The only sane person in this book that was like, just go get another one. And I was like, thank you, Grace, for saying what all of us were thinking. I was literally like, girl, you're rich.
Like, why was that even a thing? Like, it was so unnecessary. It added nothing but irritation. It was like, and the whole, like, it's the principle fact. A principle of what? That you paid for.
You didn't want that toaster? Girl, leave the toaster alone.
The fact that it is attributed to Wyatt getting back with her was over a toaster. Bloody knuckles. She's like, you fought over a toaster for me?
Toaster.
For me? I was like,
first of all, why are we fighting? We are grown adults. Why in God's name are you fighting, like, literally fists over a toaster? I would think it would be better if you went to a store, got her a new toaster and be like, here's Hot Boy. She would know the difference.
This is Hot Boy 2.0 because I bought it for you.
better.
It's
It's
different.
better.
Yeah.
It's like
I
you
don't
don't
know.
even
Like,
have to associate it with Isaac, who, by the
it
way,
was,
cheated on you. Why the fuck do you want a toaster that you got with him?
yeah, why would you want anything that you got with him? Like, what was, I would throw everything out. I would have like a,
Girlie, leave it alone.
no. And like, I was rolling my eyes every single time it came up. Every single time I saw the word Hot Boy, I was like, oh.
I was
I was like,
literally
no.
like, every time she mentioned Hot Boy, I was like, can we make this a drinking game?
I was like, this is not the drama that we asked for. It felt like it was forced, just like my patience, because I was done. I was done with this.
Quick question. Box wine energy or vineyard elite?
You know the types of books I read. This is like box wine, not even like a fancy box, like the one that you grab last minute because it's fun and it gets the job done. But are we calling it refined? Like, absolutely not. No.
Yeah,
Boxed wine all the way.
I agree. There wasn't much that surprised me, unless we're talking about the trauma at the end, which again, I felt like the same way you felt. Like she just added that for a plot.
An emotional gut punch.
Yeah.
Like,
I just felt like really, truly unnecessary. And it made me almost DNF this book because I was like, why are we putting trauma?
it was so out of the blue too. I was like,
Unnecessary. It was truly unnecessary. And I did not think it was treated with the care that needs to be treated. I think it was just put there for a plot. And I was just like, no, this is not it.
yeah. So who annoyed you more
Like, are we joking?
besides the toaster?
Are we joking? Like, we know me. I hate a man. Especially, I hate a man child. Like, every time this man talked about his penis, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I don't care.
She even said, like, it must be like something that needs to be worshipped or whatever from the gods. And then she had some of that D, and she was like, "Oh yeah, it's definitely. I haven't had it all the way, but I can see why girls would." I'm like, it's a penis. Like,
Honestly,
so just like on a side note, I have family watching this. I mean, you knew what you were getting into. I mean, even if you didn't,
I
it's
mean,
too late now.
my mom does not speak English.
But to my family listening,
Just fast forward a bit.
wow, don't watch this.
I have a thing here. Daddy said, you want me to stick my tongue down your throat. You want to ride my dick. Want me to screw you until you can't see straight. Throwing a tantrum isn't going to get what you want. Excuse me? I was literally like, I'm gonna punch a bitch. What is this man talking about? She was literally like so upset over Isaac, which again, I have stuff to say about Isaac too. But like, because men here pissed me off. Isaac, Bo, Wyatt, I was like, I have questions.
And yeah, Bo was bad.
Mainly, how dare you do this to me? And I know you're gonna off campus, but like when you read it and you read the story behind Bo's name, and this man is acting like a man-child to me? I don't think so. I don't think so. Quit that immediately. Okay, I have a lot of things to say, but I do want to give a mention here to the best dad, Logan. The fact that he read all the books that Blake had for her lit class just so we could study with her. I'm like, I was literally crying at this point.
To be fair, in Blake's situation, I understand her. I mean, like, I understand not knowing what to do with life and shitty relationships and all that jazz. But that girl was stressing me out. I was like, the decisions, I was just like, girl, please.
I have
like,
so much to say.
Yeah, and like, and Wyatt, like, emotionally confusing for absolutely no reason. No reason. He could be a hockey player. Apparently, he was so amazing at hockey. Like, he writes music. Like, poor boy was blocked. He needed a muse. Like, of course the muse was going to be Blake. Like, we knew it. Like, everybody knew it.
The lyrics were not giving lyrics.
The lyrics were so basic. I was like, you don't want to write pop songs?
What is this? Are you too good for pop? Are you What is wrong with you? I wanna mention something that you just mentioned. Like, I will talk badly about both of them for a really long time, okay? Because they pissed me off to no end. But I do wanna say that I grew up in the shadow of my sister, and she's amazing. I just wanna say this. She's great. She's one of my favorite people, but she is my older sister, and I like, every teacher that I had her before, and she's very smart, and I'm okay.
Me too, girl. Me too. I'm a middle child. I've got the middle child syndrome.
Oh, no. I was the youngest for a really long time.
Yeah.
So, like, again, like, every teacher that I had her before, and they were like, "Your sister did this really well," and I'm like, "Good on her. I will not." And, like, I'm dyslexic, and I'm not good at paying attention to stuff, and she's not like that. And she's always very, like, do you know the kind of people that know what they want?
Yeah. Yeah, my sister exactly, my sister, yeah. Same.
So I
Same.
get living in the shadow of someone and you feeling like
Yeah.
you're not,
Compete.
yeah, like you're not at the same level. I get that. That does not give you the right to be a fucking twat, Wyatt.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was being nasty to Anna, what I was like, I'm ready. Let's go. I'm gonna punch a bitch. I was like, are you for real talking to Anna like this? You gave her a rule book for her when she can help you or not?
Yeah.
Are we kidding?
Yeah.
I was literally like, I hate this man.
Don't forget, they're like 10 years younger than us. What were you doing 10 years ago? I was being a fucking moron. That's why I say I can understand not knowing what to do with your life. I can understand. But the thing is, she was so contradicting because she was like, I don't know. I want to be not in the spotlight. But then she goes and she's doing a broadcasting major. I'm like,
She's just not making any sense.
this doesn't make, yeah, I was like, this doesn't make sense. And then she ends up doing a podcast and then dating somebody who's going to become famous. And she's already like, I was like,
You're gonna be in the spotlight. Like, that's
yeah, like
obvious.
that for me, I was just like, you're making no sense. On a side note, the dad chats were everything. I needed more of that. It was like I was most looking forward to seeing the dad chats, like,
Yeah.
and then like them renaming their family chats. And like, I thought it was hilarious.
The group chats just saved this book for me, specifically. Like, the
Yeah.
group chats were the only parts where I was like, "I love this." I literally put on my notes, like, "Dean, I miss you. Come back, please." I don't know if it's because of my age, and I get what you're saying, she's 20. Now that I'm thinking about it, at 20, I was like, "I'm invincible, I can
R
do anything." But, like, the amount of times this bitch had 0 survival instincts. So a man slid into our DMs and was like, "There's a party here. Come." She was like, "Okay, come pick me up." Whatever do you mean? You gonna get into a car with a stranger? Go to his house.
when Well, I do have to say on a side note, when I was interviewing for our job that we had, I got lost and I asked a man for a ride and he took me to the he took I didn't know him. I just saw him on the side of the street next to a car and he said, "Is this your car?" And he went, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Can you drive me here?"
You didn't know.
I was 22, I think, or 20. So, girl, I have no survival instincts either.
I'm literally like, "How are you alive?"
I'm just saying I can vibe with Blake because I was Blake. Like I had no survival. I still sometimes don't. Like I
Let's move on. I literally have nothing to say about that. Like, how are you alive? I was literally reading this about Blake, and I was like, that's insane. Like, you're stupid. Why are you getting into?" And then, like, go to his house. Like, I just don't. Anyway, let's move on.
It does happen. It does
No, it
happen.
does
I can tell
not. No,
you.
it happens to with, with people with survival instincts of an insect. Maybe to us common mortals that understand danger, does not happen.
I was just like, this is Lisbon. What's gonna happen?
Okay. On that note, I do have a story to tell. So, like, a couple of weeks ago, Pia, the cat,
Hmm.
she went missing again.
Yeah.
And we went in to our neighbors and we're like, "Have you seen this cat?" Blah blah blah. And one of the neighbors, an older man, and by older I mean like in his 70s, okay. But he was like, "Oh, you can come in and check the back garden." And I was like, I can what? And my aunt was like, yeah, sure, let's go. And I was like, I know we should do that. Maybe not. And it's like me and her and my kid, my 5-year-old. I was like, what do I have in my pockets that I can defend myself with? Looking at everything in the house that I could grab and smack him if needed be. And then this man took us to the garden. Pia was not there. We walked back and I was like, you just walked in someone's house. A man, no less. And you were like, this is fine. In my head, I was like, I will fight you if I have to.
Come on, he was probably just lonely. I just say hi to everyone. I stop them. I talk to them. That's the life, girl. That's how you meet people. That's how you meet.
So if Mariana disappears, we know what happened. She met some random stranger and she was like, hi, can I get into your car? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then he murders her. And then she's like, I was
He was
not
probably
expecting this.
taking me somewhere nice.
She's literally gonna be in heaven or wherever is next in this life. She's gonna be like, I was not expecting that. So he killed me, hey? Weird.
And
I
then
think
I'll
that's
haunt him.
Canadian
It's
in you.
fine.
I think that's the Canadian in you. Like, I'm sorry, expecting everyone to be nice. Canadian.
It's just me. Like I just like everyone is nice until you pull a knife on me, then I'll be like, oh.
Oh, you're not nice. Cool.
But then I'll be like, how can I turn this around?
Okay. See, this is the books you're reading. This is the books you're reading. It's like you read about nice murderers and you think that everyone is like that, but that's not true. That's not the case.
It depends on the
It
situation.
really does not. If it's a murder, and it's not nice. But let's move on. Otherwise, we'll get stuck in this discussion for life. Okay, I do have another man-child moment from Wyatt when his producer, I want to make this so clear, someone that studied music tells him, maybe you should do like a pop song. And he's like, you don't get it.
You don't get me. Yeah, this is the tortured soul, the tortured artist. He's like, you don't get me.
You don't get me. And I was like, okay, how old are you? 12? Because it's
I thought
giving
we were
12.
back in like 2000, the 2010s with like the guys with like the emo hair, like the you don't get me.
It's totally giving that.
That's how I was reading it. I was like, what's happening? Like, yeah, man child.
I have one more. The amount of times this book uses a word for boobs should be studied.
And the first time he sees her boobs, how rude.
When he says they're average, I was like, do you know what else is average? Your dick.
You know what else is average? Your songwriting skills.
Do you know what else is average? Your personality. And I'm being really nice because it's below average. And below, I mean, it's non-existent.
And like his cockiness, he's just like, I have to be rude, otherwise they'll fall in love with me. Like,
Okay, I need to stop. I do have a question here. Who do you
okay.
think likes nipples more? Wyatt or Elle Kennedy?
I don't know. She describes them in really good detail.
Who do you think likes?
Yeah, maybe it's Elle Kennedy. No hate, girl. No hate.
Like your boobs, girly.
You
Who
know,
doesn't like
boobs
a
are
pair of boobs? I mean,
yeah. Like I wouldn't be who I am without mine. So
would you want this relationship in real life?
I mean, no. I mean, and you know the kind of books I read. I'd rather have a psycho killer obsessed with me
Than this man-child.
than this man. Because, okay, like I said, at the same time, when I was 20, I was equally as chaotic. Now at 31, I like to know where I stand. I like to know if the person likes me back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to feel like I'm in an emotional guessing game 24/7.
Fair.
If I need to build a flow chart to understand someone's feelings,
Yeah.
get me the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Get
me out of there.
Get me out, girl. Get me
Get
out.
me out. Get me out. Lock me up with a psycho killer.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe let's not.
Yeah, at least you know how they feel. They love you.
Okay. Well, but they can also kill you. or rape you or drug you. So I'm gonna move on with this. I think we already touched this, but like, do we think the drama was justified?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Like again, we've already touch based with it.
The added drama that they added with Bo, I was like, I don't know if this is because she's gonna do a second book based off Bo and AJ.
Probably.
That's what I think. That's why she added it.
Oh my god, wouldn't it be fun if Bo and AJ were gay?
And that's why they were so mad.
Yeah, because he was like, "How could you do this to me? I thought we had a thing going on." Ooh, that would be fun.
You know what? I
Oh,
can see that.
and then maybe that's why Bo was like, "Oh yeah, you have a girlfriend? I'm gonna fuck her." Listen, I'm down.
I'm totally down for
I'm
that.
down. I kind of want that to happen.
Like that now that you've said that, I ship that. Yeah.
Right? You're like, wait, hold on. What if Bo was actually so jealous that he's like, I'm gonna fuck her, so you can't be with her?
I have had people do that to me before though, again when I was in my 20s. It doesn't work out because
You are not allowed to pick up people to be in your life. No, no, enough with this.
I told you when I was 20, like that's why I understand her, because when I was 20, I was a moron. I was an idiot. I had no survival skills. His friend in the town is the town old man. He's really nice. He talks to me.
How did you befriend him?
We bumped each other in the street and he asked me where I lived.
And you told him.
It's a small town.
That's nice. So a random guy was bumped into you and was like, "So where do you live?" And you're like, "Right there. Do you see that house right there? That's mine."
And he goes,
about
"Oh, I knew."
myself?
He goes like, "Oh, I knew the previous owners," you know. And he's like, "Oh, I knew the previous owners," and so like he's a really nice old man. He's really nice.
Anyway, let's move on. Do we think
Anyways,
this is red flag or book boyfriend? I think we all know the answer to this.
red flag.
Yeah,
Red flag because
immediately. Man child.
yeah.
Do you know what made me laugh so much was when they found out about Wyatt and Blake and Logan removed Garrett from the group.
Yeah. And they stopped talking to each other and they were like, "Would you please tell
Yeah,
Mr.
Logan.
To pass the would you please tell Mr. To pass the?" I was like, this is so hilarious. It's like they're like still children in college.
Yeah, because that's who they are. I have to mention when she was like, "Who makes a living podcasting?" And I was like, "Is this fucking play about us?"
Yeah, she said that and I was like,
That's rude.
that's extremely rude and offensive.
Yeah.
And Elle Kennedy, for you to go there, like I feel like that's a personal attack.
Yeah, I felt like she knew we were gonna read this, and they were like, "That's stupid."
As our first book.
Yeah,
And she was like,
you are new
let's
podcast,
mention it.
and she was like, "You guys are being."
She's like, let's mention that no one makes a living off of this.
And then she was like, "I don't think I'm interesting enough to be on a podcast." I was like, "Hello, excuse you."
Yeah. Yeah. I totally thought that. I totally thought that.
Wyatt at one point says like, "I'm a presumptuous prick," and I literally have a note that says, "The only time I agree with you." Well done. Good on you. Did you look into a mirror? Good on you,
And,
babes.
you know, it's at least the one time he was like self-aware, you know? What was the most memorable moment in the book?
I think like, group chat, honestly.
Yeah, the group chats.
I
The
think
group chats for me.
those were the only points where I was like, this is a cute read.
So I'm going to talk about it once and then we're going to move on because I don't want to talk about it because I think it doesn't deserve the attention that it gets. Because I think she put it in there for clout, honestly.
Okay.
It was something that like made me think a little bit.
Yeah.
So like about the pregnancy, this whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
She spoke about it also from Wyatt's loss.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's something that's not touched on a lot. Yes, it's not about them. It's not about them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was interesting that she chose that as a point, like for him to bring up to her while she was going through it. And then the fact that he told her he loved her after she said she was pregnant.
Mhm.
I was like, I can understand Blake and saying, like, he's just saying this because he has to.
Mhm.
For me, that was not a memorable moment, but like it was just a bad situation. And like I said, I think she just added it there for like
The plot.
extra drama.
I agree. We already touched on this, and I do want to say something regarding that you just said about Wyatt. I debated a lot about talking about this, but what I will say is that as someone that has gone through that, my partner at the time did break up with me. And at the time, I didn't fully understand why he was breaking up with me because in my head, like I had gone through it, like as it was my body. Like I didn't understand what he was feeling. And this is the thing I like about books, and that's all I'm gonna say about this, is that it gives you empathy to the other side. Like it gives you different perspectives of something that
That was it. Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have thought again about it again. And I know that that will be a lot of discussion about how Blake handled this and how she was like, I'm grieving and I can handle both of us. And
Yeah.
my partner at the time said that, well, something very similar to that to me. And I didn't understand it. But yeah, that's the thing I like about books. It teaches empathy, it gives you different perspectives on things that you probably wouldn't have thought about. And
Yeah, that's it. But that's essentially it. It was just the perspective aspect of it.
yeah.
That was it. So it makes sense what you're saying.
But I will say again that she handled the perspective thing really well and really nicely done. But like the way she talked about a topic that is very sensitive for a lot of
Yeah.
people, me included,
Yeah.
I think the way she handled things, I don't think it was correct. And it was really like when she was feeling the pain, I texted you immediately, is this,
Yeah, you wanted to know. Yeah.
because I need it. I was like,
Yeah, I
if
know.
this comes out of the blue, I will not handle it well. So
Yeah, I
I
know. So
needed.
that's why I told you. So just for everybody to know, I'm an incredibly fast reader. Also, I don't have other responsibilities. I can read a book in a day, and it takes her a little bit longer. So that's why I knew what was coming, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I didn't even want to tell her. Like I was waiting for her to ask me because I didn't know how to deal with the situation. So I waited for her to ask me, and yeah, I prepared her for it mentally. I think at least you knew it was coming. Is this a reread or a redrink?
Redrink for sure. At least 3 glasses for me, and it's only 3 glasses because of the group chat. I know I've said this before, but, like, it's the only thing that saved this book.
Yeah, I also put, so I said this is a solid 3 glasses because by glass 3 you're like, "You know what? That's okay. This wasn't that bad."
This is okay, I can handle this. Can I just say something else as well? Um, as someone that read Off Campus, reading this, it's like the chemistry between the 2 of them is like reheated microwave pizza. It's not giving anything to me.
Really?
But I will say, the fireworks scene made me want to watch fireworks with someone under a blanket. So applications are open. Please click on the link below. Let's go watch fireworks together because I was like, I wasn't familiar with your game. Let's go.
Who would have thought, like, the sound would block out the others? Yeah, it's smart thinking.
Wasn't it? I really was like,
Yeah.
I wasn't familiar with your game, Wyatt. Let's go.
I wasn't familiar with this etiquette.
I also have to say that I loved every single scene with the Spencers. But I do have a question. Do you believe in ghosts?
From the things I read? Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Do you have any ghost stories?
When I was younger, yeah, there was some situations, yeah, because I used to have sleepovers in the basement with my friends, and we were down there, and we used to have, like, the fold-out couches, like the
Mhm.
futons? So we had, like, a giant futon, and we would all just pile on there and, like, sleep, and we had, like, American blinds because we were living in Canada at the time. You know those blinds, the ones that are, like, they're, like, metal and, like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
roll
yeah,
them
yeah,
up?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, all of them, just it sounded like a hand was running its hand down all of the
Don't
blinds.
like that.
Yeah, didn't like that. We fucking screamed and got the fuck out of there. Uh, yeah, and we didn't sleep for the rest of the night. It was, that was a scary one. Yeah, that was scary as hell.
No.
That was super scary. Yeah.
Don't like
Yeah.
that. Okay, 2 things about Isaac that I wanna say. I told you I had a lot of thoughts about this one.
Yeah.
Him blaming Blake for cheating, are we good? Him saying to her, "I wanted you to look at me like I'm the most exciting guy in the world, then be it. Like, if you want me
Be exciting.
to be exciting." Like, I can't fake this too, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I already faked
Yeah.
enough.
Obviously.
So
Clearly.
calm down. And another thing, so Isaac, I have a question. You decided to make a sex tape while dressed as a cowboy. Explain that to me. Of all the sex tapes you could have made, you decided to do one dressed as a cowboy.
I wonder if he had like the assless chaps on.
Okay, I didn't even go there. That's uh, okay.
I'm wondering about the outfit now. You asked, like you put it in my head. I'm wondering about it now.
No, I put it in your head as in like, why was you wearing that? Not like,
Oh,
what were you wearing exactly? About like, but I thought her calling the radio was bold and kind of cute, and Wyatt making Blake freckle pancakes for her birthday was cute. So, I don't always talk shit about them. I have these 2 moments that they were cute. But
they were cute.
it was a 400. How many pages were this? 400 and something? 500?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, they have 2 moments where they were cute. So, yeah. 90% of the
Out
book
of
was
that,
good. So,
take what you will from that.
yeah,
Would
exactly.
now would you recommend this to your grandmother?
Girl, you know the answer for this. Of course not. This is boring. This is predictable. I don't wanna know.
So predictable.
Like, no.
Would I recommend it? No.
No.
I
Oh,
would say you could use it in your fireplace to burn wood.
yeah. Okay. To end it, I have a question. Blake at one point says, "I never believed any of those romantic notions about one kiss having the power to knock the earth off its axis. You are the only one of us that has a partner. Do you believe this? Do you believe that a kiss could change everything?"
Well, the kiss I had did.
But like it changed like the world, the way you see the world and everything?
It did, yeah, in a way, yeah. It
Okay.
did.
Okay, so
It did, yeah, in a way it did. It honestly did, yeah.
there's hope for the
And
rest of us. Cheers to that.
there is hope for the rest of you, yeah. If when you when you find your person,
Mhm.
like it's yeah, you can't like you just know. Like you know from that, it's like there's no going back. I knew I knew from that moment that this person was going to be in my life forever. That was it.
That's cute. All right, that's enough opinions for one episode, I think.
But I have so much more.
And on that note, because this is our first podcast, I did bring us a cake, but you are in a different country than me, so you just have to be happy that I'm eating this cake.
That's unfair.
Well, I can't send it to you. This is like, I can't. Grab it. Grab it. Boom. It's chocolate. It has sprinkles on it.
Aw.
So yeah, I brought us a cake, but you can't.
Can you send me a piece in the mail?
Yeah, sure. I can do that later on. I'll do that. All right, we've read,
We've discussed it.
but did we fully understand it?
That's still up for debate.
Follow us on everything at Reading Between Wines for more book chaos and questionable takes. I'm Cece.
And I'm Mariana, and this is a special edition that is being released today. However, going forward, we will see you the next Friday, the 10th, and every Friday after that with another book
Another bottle.
and definitely more opinions you didn't ask
But
for.
needed.
And remember,
Drink responsibly.
actually critique irresponsibly.
Bye.
Bye.
to say is I was confused, I was stressed, and low-key annoyed at most of this book. The entire time. I was confused, annoyed, and I was like, what is happening? The characters were not giving complex. They were giving, why are you like this?